And we'll have that final for you in 2 weeks' time. And coming up next, an emotional skate by the hometown boy when we return to Sendai. The Sekisui Super Arena, and Japanese skaters finished 1-2 in the men's competition. And get this, of the 18 men's medals available in the Grand Prix Tour this season, Japan won more than half of them. The winner here in Sendai was Sendai native Yuzuru Hanyu, who now trains with Brian Orser in Toronto. And Hanyu broke his own world record score in the short in what, Kurt Tracy, has been a really emotional week for the 17-year-old.
To come back to the site where disaster, of course, struck, the skaters had to flee the arena, and Tracy just told me that in talking with Yuzuru that he said they didn't walk out of the arena, they actually had to crawl with their skates on out of the arena. Everything was moving, everything was shaking. It was right out of one of those movies where you think it's fake, and except for it's really happening to you. And I think what it does is gives skating fans a personal way to connect with that disaster through this young man. This skate is huge for him personally.
One of the motivations for Yuzuru is the fact that he has so many supporters, so many well-wishers, and that helps to lift him in practice. It gives him inspiration as he sets up into his quad here. A personal challenge also for Yuzuru is being able to follow a good short with a good long. He usually gets one or the other in competition, but to this date, never both. Here's a look at his second quad. It's a Sal cow with a slight turnout of the landing.
Yuzuru seems to be staying within an emotional range today that he can control. Maybe very aware that he could lose control of his emotions like he sometimes does when he skates. It's wonderful to watch, but hard to contain, and the technical aspect can slip away from him. But today, very controlled.
Key area with back-to-back triple axels. The first one in combination with a triple toe, and how nice was that?
Sometimes finishing his revolutions with his free leg low to the ice, it makes me think that he's going to have trouble with that. Never does. He has a swooping way of bringing it out. A difficult entrance to this triple axel. He was leaning outside the circle. The little smile as he went, I didn't want that single toe after it. But this kid is fighting.
Choreography by David Wilson.
Gotta be careful not to gesture too much with his arms and just for gesturing's sake.
I think that also takes a lot of his energy that could be better served in his knees and his skating.
Tracy. You know his program very well, and you know that there was a big moment there that was kind of robbed for the audience because of the fall.
And you can see it's tough for him to sort of dig deep and get the speed out of the blade. You talked about a lot of the expression in the upper body. He's got to get down into the knees to really deliver the end of this program the way he can. And they're a little too low in the knees.
A little too low.
Oops.
It was the perfect moment for a close-up with that little smile. This is a success. It did slow down. There was a couple of mistakes in the second half, but I think he's been searching for the combination of the short and the long that you said, Tracy. And what an emotional week, and that takes so much energy away from you. This is worth it.
Well, he delivers the fairy tale ending this pro Hanyu crowd was hoping for here in Sendai.
And this is a kid who did not back away from this program. 2 quads, 2 triple axles, 1 in combination with a triple toe. So an ambitious performance, and he is very pleased with the way it all turned out here in Sendai at home.
And Yuzuru will be joined at the Grand Prix final by 3 of his Japanese teammates. That's a first in Grand Prix final history. You can see them there. Patrick Chan, Javier Fernandez also there. We'll call it the showdown in Sochi coming up in a couple of weeks' time.
Poll results, 60% of you see the men's event as the one to watch, and for the very same reason. Anybody can take it. Brenda, it's going to be a great event. Thanks so much for voting, everybody.